Hello everyone, Vicki Achard here with Nature's Best Art. Thank you for joining me today. Today we're going to be making a Mother's Day card. It's coming up really quickly. It's this Sunday. So I gathered all my pressed floral design scraps, my washi tape, my buttons, and I pulled out other paper I will be using, my Happy Mother's Day stamp, and my ribbon that I store in my white cabinet behind me. And I used my Boston paper cutter, my favorite oldie but goodie paper cutter, to cut an 8.5 by 11 paper for my base. Let's make our Mother's Day card. Let's go to the table. We're going to score my 7 by 10 paper that I cut. This is the base. This is my Martha Stewart scoreboard. And this is a bone folder, and it's really nice with heavier paper. And then this one, I believe this is the one that came with the score pad. It's you know, a nice bone folder too, and I use it for my my lighter papers. Now if you use this one for your lighter paper, sometimes it actually cuts the paper, but you don't have to worry about heavier paper using this. Okay, so we're going to score it at 5 inches. And then you always want the middle, the bump in the middle. I always think of mountain in the middle. So you just fold it over, and sometimes it'll be a little uneven. It is because of my oldie but goodie Boston cutter, but you just go like this. You line it up, and you take your bone folder, and make sure, let's see, that's right there. You get a good handle on it, and then you fold it. Okay, not bad. Okay. Just a little bit more. This is the thick, very thick paper. You gotta be aggressive with it. There we go. There, that's better. Okay, so that's going to be my base. Okay, so this is the card we're going to be making today. And what I wanted to accomplish today was the look of a quilt. See how I made the quilt stitches and the stitches around here. And it has a button and ribbon and a nice sentiment. So, okay, let's use my panel. This is going to go on my base. This is the base we just cut, and then this is my panel. Okay, and I'm using this so that I can line my pressed floral art scraps with how I did this one. So let's see, I put it right here, and I just eyeball it. See, don't really measure, just eyeball. These are my lilies. Aren't they beautiful? And then the my floral heart. This I call Sweet Memories Collection. And Woodland Beauty. All beautiful flowers. I love putting the lilies, you know, in my kitchen. It just lightens up the room. These are pansies, and see, delphinium in here. These are roses. And these are zinnias, potentillas, a pansy. So let's see. So I got those the way I wanted them. Now I'm going to use my ATG gun and get those down. Sorry, I have to do that. Did you see that? It's probably off camera a little bit. Or maybe I can move this one. So you saw that one. We got these lined up now. We can just work with our card. And you know, you can use any scraps you want. But I thought, you know, quilts, they're so comforting, and I thought, what a wonderful Mother's Day card. You know, if we can accomplish the look of a quilt, it would be so nice for a card. Okay, one more. There we go. Alright, now what I like to do is make a very light line, just so that when I use my paper piercer, it'll go where I want it to go. And I don't like that. I'm going to have to do this again. Let's see. That's a little crooked. Okay, just right up there was crooked. This I want pretty precise. Okay, now what we do is take our paper piercer, and then we'll need our We Are Memories Keeper piercing foam pad. Okay, so I want to start in the middle here. We got that done, and now I'll show you. I had two stylists. What we're going to do is we're going to turn this over. Isn't that so cool looking? I just love the look of that. Here, I'm going to show you. I love that. And we're going to make this raised to make it look like a quilt, okay? And so now I had two of these, but they were too small. You know, you can use one if it's larger, okay? But you know what? It worked actually. I took my Sharpie permanent marker, and that's how I puffed it up. Now what I did is I have a really bright light in here, and so I wanted to make sure that I knew where my bottom or where my sides are. You can kind of guess, but it just kind of helped me know where those parts are, you know, the endings of things. And so then what you do is you just take this and you just press it like that as hard as you can, and it'll give you that puffy look. So so let's do that. I'm going to be doing that to all of them, okay? Doesn't that look pretty? That it's puffy. Can you see that? How puffy it is? And so that turned out real nice. I like that. And so let's erase our lines. Okay, now this is ready to be put on our base. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to put my tape all around the corners. Now let's put this on our card, on our base. We're going to take some washi tape. Put that on the bottom. I'm going to kind of line it up here where I did my other one. And washi tape is nice. You can just tear it off. You don't even have to cut it. This is going to be for my daughter. She likes beige things and brown things, and so I thought I would give this one to her. And this one's the pink one's going to be for my daughter-in-law, and I'll show you later. I made another one for my other daughter. I do this every year for them, so I really enjoy that. They're wonderful moms. Wonderful moms. Now, I kind of don't like the way that looks right here, so let me see if I can actually add a little bit on the end there. I like to go all the way if I can, with just a little bit more. See if I can tear some off and use it. There, as much as I can. That's a pretty color, isn't it? This orange. You know, washi tape it doesn't have a long shelf life, so if you have washi tape, use it. It's easy to buy a lot of this washi tape because it's pretty. And this one is okay, I guess. I'll put some later if that still bothers me. I think it'll be okay. All right, now let's put our paper on here. I'm going to use this paper. Thought that would be pretty. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to just tear it. So I just want a very casual look. And so I like the look of torn paper. You know, it looks crafty and homemade. Okay. And I like it uneven. I think it looks nice. Okay, so that's going to go there. And I'm going to put that with my ATG gun. Okay, and then now I'm going to be cutting about right there a slit in the fold here, so I can about right here. There we go. This is an X-Acto knife, and this is a wonderful pad to use. Doesn't hurt the pad at all. I'm going to be putting this string. I got this wonderful string at the hardware store, and I love to use it for my projects. And let's see if I can put that through. Might want to put, let's see if I can get it through without putting tape on it. I might have to put tape on it. I think I got it. Let's see. Yeah, I got it. Okay. Use this for many projects. Love the look of this. I got a little bit of paper on here. That washi. There we go. There's my bow. Okay. And then I want to put a sentiment on here. Still got a little of that white. There we go. I got that off. That washi tape was on there. So I cut my papers for my sentiment. And I just want to show you something. This is what I always have on my card making desk. And it's cut paper, and I use it for my sentiments. And you know, I was just thinking yesterday, it'd be nice if I had an elf come in the middle of the night and make all those sentiments for me out of that paper. But one day maybe I'll make sentiments, but I don't know. Okay, so let's do that. And let's see, let me get my stamp. It says Happy Mother's Day. And my blender tool. And I'm going to be using, we're going to be using Tim Holtz Distress Ink, tea dye. And Memento Rich Cocoa, a dye ink, okay? So going to be using the dye ink, the Rich Cocoa, for the stamp. And then I'm going to be using the distressed ink, because I thought that brown was a little dark to put all around, but I do want to put some color on there. So I want to use my blending tool and this Tim Holtz tea dye. I think it's a really pretty color. It's a light brown. Comes out to be a light brown. And I think I do want to make one of those arrow looks. So what you do is you cut it in the middle, and then you go on the sides. And these are actually Tim Holtz scissors too. I love these scissors. They are sharp, precise, and do a great job. I would highly recommend these scissors for a lot of projects. Okay, let's put a little brown on there. And then we're going to be using our, let's see, our Scotch foam to raise this up a little bit. And we're going to be putting it on here. And I want to cut this part too. Let's move this. And let's make our arrow. Love the look of this. And then you start cutting from this end. Okay, there you have it. Isn't that cute? And I'm going to be putting just a little bit more color, I think, on that. Just a little bit. There we go. And just using my wipes, of course, in the craft room. Paper towel. And let's see, let's get that on here. And I'm going to put it right over this ribbon here, and I want this to show a little bit here, I think. Like that. So let's get some tape on that. Now I'm going to be putting some foam squares here because I don't like the way that's kind of wobbly. Okay, so let's see what we need. We need a strip of the foam square. Okay, and I'm going to cut that. I'm going to put it on each side of the sentiment. Alright, take that off. Yeah, I usually put that ribbon underneath this paper, you know, my ribbons, and like this cord here, except that I love this cord, and I wanted this cord to show more than anything actually. So let's see, let me get this straight. Okay, that's much better. Don't like, oh wait, it's not straight enough. This is pretty forgiving, this stuff, this foam core stuff. It lifts up quite well. Okay. Didn't want to come up from there, but it'll be fine. It'll be fine. Now, let's see. I have a button here. And see, usually I didn't put the bow on my other ones I made, but I think that would be real pretty to add that. Usually I put the bow here, or the button here, but I'm going to put it down here. I think it'll be just fine because I got my bow here. So what I have for this is I cut just a little strip from my paper because I like the look of you know, like that a thread is in here. And so what I do is I put it in here like that. I put it through. See, it looks like thread. And then I gently, gotta be gentle with this because otherwise it'll rip off, and you don't want that. And then then I'm going to use my these are Zots, and all I do is I put it right on here. Okay, and it'll hold the look of the thread. And let's see if I could get this off. They're very they're permanent Zots. So they work very well. And then what I do is I cut this off here. So it'll hold that, the Zots. And I'm actually going to put one more just to make sure that my button is very secure on my card. Okay, I think that'd be good. And let's see here. Oh my goodness, I'm loving this card already. Okay, so then I'm going to put it, I think I'll just put it right down here. Or maybe I should put it up just a little bit. It'll actually go better underneath this because I did raise this, my sentiment. So I am going to put it right there. Oh, isn't this so pretty? Do you love it? I love it. I love the look, you know, of the stitches. And I love the sentiment. I love the colors. And you open it up and you see, you know, your little rope here. But it looks crafty and very nice. Now, the one thing that I did with this card is I went around with my gel pen. And I made stitches. So but do you think this needs it? I was gonna put it around, but I don't know. I don't think this one needs it actually. See, I thought maybe a little bit up here. Let me think about this. I was gonna do it with, this would be nice. This gel pen. Let me see. Let me think about this. Let me get my, you always have to make sure that these work. This is another thing that you have to use in your craft room, or else they dry up. Well, I could make stitches. I think it would be nice actually, because here's why. Because I think this card just needs a little bit something up on top to balance it. Okay, so let's do that. Let's put our stitches in. Just loving this card. Oh, I love it. I love the way it looks puffy. The one thing too about the gel pens now, you won't be able to touch it for a while because it'll smear. Okay, so just so you know that, if you use that. And so there we are. Okay, these are the 3 cards that I've made. This is for my daughter-in-law, Brittany, and this is for my daughter, Leah. This is the one you didn't see, so I want to show you this one too. And actually this, you know, I put this liquid pearls around here, and I originally I thought, well, maybe I should have made this yellow, but I added this, and maybe I added too much. Maybe I should have just added a little bit here, but it is what it is. You know, it's a handmade card, and I think she'll really love it. And I love the coral type colors to go along with the design. And then this is for my daughter Susan, the one we made today. And I did get a little smeared here. I held it and I forgot. So what I did is I just used my colored pencil and a little white right there. I put a little white there, but I don't think she'll mind. I think she'll just really love the look. Look at that quilt. Can't have a Mother's Day tea this year, but hopefully next year I can. So I'm going to be giving devotional books to my 2 daughters and my daughter-in-law, so I'm really happy I can be sending them that. And to all you wonderful moms and your grandmothers and aunts and special friends, happy Mother's Day. Have a wonderful day. Keep looking up. Better days are ahead. Until next time, happy creating.